Now, I know that everybody is still on a high from Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce getting engaged today, including myself. Congratulations, Tay-Tay. Girl, you did it. You hung in there. You kept going. You was just like the rest of us out here fighting in these streets for love, and eventually you landed your prince. Girl, I am so happy for Taylor. And did y'all see that rock? Priced at $1 million. Her engagement ring priced at $1 million. Oh my goodness. This is such a beautiful chapter for Taylor and for Travis because did secure the bag. But I do have to say, y'all, all day I've been thinking about my girl, Kayla Nicole. I remember when I was in college and I found Kayla because people kept sending me her profile like, has anybody told you look like this girl? You know, and once I got on there, I'm like, let me go see what she's talking about. And I loved her personality. She just is so bubbly and she's so funny. She's very witty if you follow her. And her and Travis just had the sweetest relationship. At the time, he had made the video where he was asking for them to accept her as a swimsuit model and for her to walk in, I think it was like LA Swim Week or something like that. Anyways, he was her rider. He was her supporter. And they were just the cutest couple. They used to call each other like the peanut butter to my jelly. And they used to be dancing. If y'all saw them during COVID making their videos. They used to like cannonball in the pool. They had their 2 little dogs, the little mini golden doodle. And then they had Chauncey. Y'all remember Chauncey? I think Kayla has both the dogs in LA now, but Chauncey was so fat and grumpy, and they were just the cutest little family. You like bond with families on Instagram. I really loved them. My favorite memory of Kayla and Travis was when she was telling the story of like how they started dating. Of course, he slid in the DMs, and she showed her selfies where she was like this, like on the plane with the window, and she's like, still not official. He still hasn't asked me to be official. And then she's like, he asked me to be official. And she ended up moving in with him. She moved down to Kansas City, and like I said, they had their dogs and stuff, and it was just such a sweet chapter. As a Black woman, I love seeing other Black women fall in love. Now, with this situation in particular, I did have to like retract and be like, okay, the reality is that, again, Swifties, do not come for me. Someone ends up happy and someone ends up heartbroken. And now I don't know if Kayla is heartbroken. She could be ecstatic, and her and Travis could be best friends now. But she has, voiced her opinion on Instagram. Not about their relationship, but she's talked about dating and how hard it's been for her since her breakup. And I hate that. Again, Black woman to Black woman, it is hard in these streets, okay? That's a whole different video for a whole different time, but I will say we have it a little bit harder, okay? Anyways, I don't want to reminisce too much on the past. I will say one thing that watching this whole situation play out has taught me is that your path is your own. Your person's path is their own. And soulmates does not always mean lifelong partners. And I'm using the term soulmates because if you ever saw the 2 of them together, freaking frack, okay? But it doesn't mean that they were meant to be for a lifetime. Maybe they will be. We don't know where things are going to go. But as for right now, they are not. And Kayla's time is coming. And she will end up happy, and she will have an engagement that breaks the internet, and she will have a man that loves her in the way that Travis and Taylor have loved each other consistently for 2 years leading up to the ring. Your path is your own, and you can't compare it to anybody else's. You will get where you're supposed to be exactly when you're supposed to be there. And wherever you are right now in this millisecond of life is exactly where you're supposed to be because it's where you are. Wishing y'all all the best, happiness, healing, and hope. Wishing Kayla all the best in her chapter to finding her Prince Charming. Wishing Taylor the most beautiful and amazing bridal season. And wishing Travis an amazing chapter as a husband, a very rich one. Life is crazy. It has ups and downs and backwards and forwards and sideways and all these kind of things. But the most beautiful thing is that it always comes together perfectly. Let's see how this plays out for my girl.